to another vlog. We made it to Minneapolis. Drake's finishing up some work, but we finally made it. It is race weekend. It is Friday, so we have what, like a day really, because it's Friday evening until the big event. So we're about to go walk like 10 minutes and go grab some food at this place called Red Rabbit. It has a bunch of pasta and pizza because I've been carb loading and I've been taking the carb load very seriously. I've been watching Floberg Runs a lot, and he says that you should get a lot of carbs. And for like my body weight, I need like between 600 to 700, which is harder than I thought to get. So actually my favorite carb load thing of choice this week, candy corn. And I know these are controversial, but I love them. And yeah, I already went through a whole bag. So, and this is the second bag, but Drake had some too. So yeah, we are off to go eat. First things first, some calamari.
Phone eats first.
Next up, we got the salad. Yum. The star of the show, pizza.
Pizza, not me.
Nine is on the cross.
Oh. A lot of planes landing. It must be where the airport is.
Very pretty sunset view from the room. Just got back to the room. He got a little chamomile tea, and I got some hot cocoa because they have this really nice stand downstairs with coffee, tea, and hot cocoa. And then I filled this up. I'm gonna put some Element electrolytes in it to keep on hydrating. Carb loading has commenced again. I've already had a bagel. Just had 3 mini waffles, about to have a 4th. Some apple juice, some syrup, all the things. We just got done with breakfast. Our hotel has breakfast at it, which is great. I had 2 big cups of apple juice for just straight carbs, a bagel, and a waffle with syrup. So I think I got like 250 carbs just at breakfast, which is awesome. And we're just gonna chill for the day. My parents are coming in this afternoon, and then we're all gonna go to the Expo.
Just want to say, if you guys like what you're watching, please like the video. Also comment on the video and subscribe to the channel. We're very close to 100. It's gonna be no time before we're at 1,000. How do I know? It's already just gone so great. And this is a very fast rise to 100. So you guys are liking what you're seeing. I am too. And
You're sweet.
yeah,
You're so sweet.
like and comment and
You're so
subscribe to It's Julie Drew. We're gonna keep that even when the last name changes.
True, my last name is changing in less than 3 months. We were just talking
We've
about.
already decided that it's fine to keep that as a YouTube deal. I'm super cool about that. So
Yeah. Okay. Well, we actually haven't discussed, but I was wondering about that.
well, now we decided.
Back to
There
the
you go.
marathon weekend. My parents are coming in soon, and then they're renting a car, so we're gonna go to the Expo. It's in St. Paul, and we're staying in downtown Minneapolis because that's where the race starts. So I can just walk to the start tomorrow. Decided I'm not gonna do a shakeout run. I just don't feel the need for one really. And coach said it was my call. So I don't feel like I need one, and I'll get plenty of steps like walking around and going to the Expo and stuff like that. So for now, we're just gonna chill. Funny enough, being from Texas, have never seen the show Friday Night Lights, and we started it last night. Very into it. So might watch an episode or 2 of that and just chill till we go pick up my bib. My parents just got here, so we were headed down to meet them. We're gonna grab a little snack, and then we're gonna head to St. Paul for the Expo.
It's windy.
It's
very
windy. A cold front's coming in, which is great for the race, but it also means the race is gonna be a little windy tomorrow.
We just
But
got a wind advisory. That's how windy it is.
yeah, so let's just pray for me that the wind goes away by tomorrow, or it's at my back.
Yeah. You're good. Don't worry about it. Game time, Julie.
There we go. Awesome. That's cute. That's my favorite color. That purple color is my favorite.
we go. 56.77.
Just got back from dinner, went to a really cute Italian place, and I had a huge bowl of pasta. Huge bowl of pasta. Had some spinach dip too with these little chips. So I think I got another good amount of carbs. And I had a whole element packet. So I've had 2 element packets today. Plus, I've got to be at like 400-ish, 450 of carbs, at least 400. So I think I'm going to eat a bunch of these fruit strips before I go to bed, and maybe potentially a hot chocolate because that has like 30 grams carbs, because we got to load up these stores. Tomorrow's the day. I laid out all my stuff, a flat me for the race. So let me show you what we're working with. Here's the fit that if you've watched my previous videos, I will link some here of my past training, but you know what I'm wearing. These 2 things from CRZ Yoga. The bra top, it's long enough that I can put the bib, which, is it just fate? But look at how perfectly this bib matches my gels and my socks and my shoes. It's perfect, so cute. Pockets on the sides of here that I'm gonna be putting my gels in, and then maybe some in my top too, honestly, I'm not sure. I got my Shocks headphones. I need to charge. I made my playlist today. Got my DIY hair tie. Running belt that I am going to carry my phone so that my family and fiance can track me, and also for music, because I don't want to hiccup and have a mess with that. Heart rate monitor to accurately track my heart rate and everything for the race, just so I have good data, because that will help inform my effort and all that jazz. And my socks, my feature socks, the star of the show, the new Alpha Fly 3s. Really excited. That's everything. And then I have this old sweatshirt that I actually have 2 of this exact same sweatshirt, and this one kind of has a stain. So that's gonna be my throwaway item for the morning, because it's gonna be chilly. It's gonna be about 49 degrees and hella windy, which we'll talk about here in a second. Okay, so we got my coach here, Coach Drake. He's been coaching me throughout this whole build and giving me my plan. So we're just gonna talk the course map real quick, and also strategy and what his pacing plan is for me.
Yep. So what questions do you have?
My first question is, how do we feel about the wind and everything tomorrow?
So we're running from Minneapolis to downtown St. Paul. So that is moving southeast, and the wind is coming from the northwest. Yes, the course winds around a bit, but the important thing to note is that point to point, the wind will be at our back. So there's going to be more often than not where you either have a crosswind or wind at your back, which is favorable in these conditions.
So not fighting it, thank goodness.
Shouldn't be fighting it. There will be some moments that surprise you, but it could be worse. I think we're looking at a consistent 13 to 15 miles per hour wind. I've seen 20, 25. That's going to affect the race a lot more, so I think we'll be okay there.
And at my pace, I should be fine.
Yeah, and I think pacing-wise, we discussed, I think on a flat course right now, Julie would potentially try to go under 4 hours, but this course is difficult, and I think with this being her first marathon, we would rather pick a more conservative time target that she can accomplish.
And enjoy to a degree.
As opposed to trying to run somewhere around the 4 hour mark and potentially getting over her skis or having a bad...
And hitting the wall and having a miserable last 10K.
Yeah, she could have a bad race experience, which is the last thing we want. So we're targeting that 4:10 to 4:15 range.
Yep.
And as far as the pacing strategy goes, I really like to break the race into 4 10Ks with a 2K at the end that I don't really factor into pacing, because it's really give it everything you have in the marathon. So we're going to look at that. There is a very difficult moment in what would be the 4th 10K, which is the beginning of that massive hill.
Well, I'll put a picture of the map up on the screen. It's rough.
It's going to be a hard hill. It's 750 feet of gain to 950, so 200 feet of gain over 3 miles. If anybody's ever run on Strava and seen a mile that's 65 of gain, you know that wasn't a fun mile. So that's going to be difficult. It's a consistent hill.
And it's at a rough point after you've ran 20 miles at a fast pace. So
it is.
Those will be what we discuss as survival miles, right? Just like survive, hang on. It's okay if you go over, it's okay if you dip into the 10s.
Definitely. And I think, albeit the 10K is a good thing to target on your splits. when you're pacing, I think the half split is the most important number in a marathon, is what you run at the halfway point. Because if you're looking to do a 4:15, then at that halfway point, we need to see that, 2:07:30 half. And then that would tell us that we're on pace for the 4:15. If you see that 2:07:30 and you're feeling good, then you know that you probably have enough in the tank, even with the hill, to do the second half of the race faster than 2:07:30 and potentially get down into the 4:10 range. But at the same time, everybody's running their own race. There's no awards for breaking arbitrary time barriers. This isn't the Olympics. The fact is, Julie's put in a lot of great work. She told me today she's done 20 runs that were double digits since June.
Yeah.
So if you think about that, she's averaging almost a couple double-digit runs per week. So, yeah, she's definitely going to go out there and excel, and I'm very excited to see what happens.
It's going to be good, guys. We're excited. I think the biggest thing I'm nervous about is that hill and it being windy. And honestly, just it being uncharted territory. I don't know what the last 6 miles will feel like, because I've never ran more than that. Never ran more than 21. And definitely not all at that pace. But I'll be carb loaded. I'll be rested. I feel weirdly chill.
Can I see it? All right, so Julie, we talked about your race plan, but the big thing that I'm wondering is, how are you feeling about your race, and what are you thinking right now ahead of your race?
I think I was feeling, honestly, I've just been so distracted. Like, work has been so busy. I've been moving. I haven't really had to think about it that much, which I think has been a good thing, actually. So I'm not, like, super nervous. I think I'll actually sleep well tonight. And I think I'm just well prepared. Something that is my tip to you guys out there, if you're going to run a race, like, and you've trained really well and long and hard, go back and look through your Strava. Like, I just looked at my Strava and was like, that's when I counted the 20 runs that I've done that were double digiters. I'm like, even when I told my dad that, who he's done like Ironmans and multiple marathons, he was like, oh, you're like, tomorrow's gonna be no problem for you, basically. So that made me feel good. That was a confidence booster, and just reminded me of the training, because the taper really messes with your mind when you feel like you've barely ran for 2 weeks. You forget all of those training runs that you did. And like, there were so many weeks where I ran like 13 or 10 or 11 on a Wednesday with multiple other like 7, 6, and then ran like 20 on a Saturday. So I've just put in lots of miles, put in lots of workouts, and I know I'm ready. I'm just nervous. And it's just hard for your first marathon. You obviously have a time goal, but then you also just want to have a good race and finish. So I'll obviously be proud no matter the result, but I would be really excited to get the time that I want. I think overall for me, I would just feel really good about having my average pace be in the 9s and just keep that consistently throughout the race. I think that would just like mean a lot to myself, that I like trained for that, and then I was able to maintain that consistent effort. Like, it would be a consistent race. I think all my past few half marathons, I always hit the wall on like the last 2 miles, which means I was giving it hell and like racing my butt off, but it would just be nice to finish strong, or as strong as I can. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm just ready to do it. Also, funny story, I tried to bring this Big Dog petroleum jelly or Vaseline through security on my carry-on, and they confiscated it. I thought that was only for liquids, going to be over 3 ounces, but apparently it's Vaseline too, and they threw it away, which it was like $2 for a giant tub, but I needed to get some here. And then of course, Walgreens, what did they have? Only the gigantic tub. But if you know me, if you've been watching my videos, you know I've had some chafing issues this summer with how hot it has been, and I hate chafing. I literally have scars from chafing, so we are not chafing tomorrow, hopefully, because we got this. And then these are some of what I'm gonna eat tonight to just load up on my carbs even more before I go to bed. Let's look. They have 12 carbs a stick, so I'll probably have multiple of those if I can stomach it. Maybe one of these, because these have almost 40 grams of carbs, and also got a big electrolyte water too. Good morning. It is race day. Just put my bib on, got my hair going, drinking my coffee. It's over here somewhere. I think I'm gonna have one of these, maybe 2 if I can stomach it, but I'll be honest, my stomach kind of hurts because of all the carbs I've been eating. So just gonna get down what I can. Gonna have some electrolyte water, and we are headed off to the start soon. Okay, we're about to head out. My mom is gonna drop me at the start line. It's like a mile away, so just not really into walking that far before I have to do 26, but I think I got everything. I was just going through the checklist. Got the shoes, Vaporfly 3s. I got my gels in my pocket. I have one for every like 20 to 30-ish minutes, so I have 8. 4 in here, 4 in here. 4 caffeinated, 4 not. I got my running belt for my phone. He has my phone, filming. And then I got my bib. I just put Vaseline on all the spots so we don't chafe. And the shoes are popping off. They're popping off. And then I have this that I'm gonna throw away, which honestly is so funny because I made this for Drake for Chicago, but look at the back. 26.2 TBD. TBD.
End of an era.
TBD. It truly is TBD. It's been passed on to me. And then I have my shocks. My hair's all done. I think that's it. Is there anything we're forgetting? I think we're ready to go. And then I'm bringing this. I already ate one of these. Has 38 carbs, and I'm gonna bring another just in case, but I'm full. I went to the bathroom, so feeling good about that, but my stomach's feeling nervous, so I feel like I have to keep going, but I don't. It's just nerves. It's just nerves. And it is windy out there, y'all, so pray for me, but we're gonna do it, we're gonna battle it, and I'll see you at the finish line.
Let's go. You got it, Julie. You got it.
Looking more relaxed. It's good.
Let's go, Julie!
You got it. Come on, Julie.
Let's go, Julie!
Great job. Keep it up. Looking strong. Looking strong. Let's go. Come on, Julie.
Just looking more relaxed. That's good.
You got this. You got this. Love you. Keep going. You got it. Grind through it. Grind through it. Keep chopping. Yeah. How you feeling? Hey, I want you to go to a different place right now, all right? Yep, that's the end. You got 3 miles right here, all right? Just hammer through it. 23 through 26.2, and you're a marathoner. Hammer it. You're looking good. Stay strong. Keep firing. Let's go. I wanted to run. The doctor said no. The Medtronic team said no. They said wait another month, and then you should be good to go. So when that 6-week mark hit, I just started running, and I haven't looked back since then.
That is amazing. And
Good morning. It is the morning after I did it. I'm a marathoner. My final time was 4:14, 4:14:11 or something like that. So I got my goal of being under 4:15. I sprinted in at the end to make sure. I did not walk once. I did not hit the wall, and I did not cramp. So all in all, just a great first marathon experience. I think I'm gonna do a whole video, just like sit down debriefing. I did not film at all after the race yesterday because I just enjoyed it with my friends, family, with my fiance. My parents were here. Went to eat. I got some fish and chips, got some cheese curds, and probably the best thing was late last night, Drake brought me an M&M ice cream sandwich. So, and then the Cowboys pulled out the win last night. So it's just been an amazing weekend. I'm so grateful that I was able to do it, that it's done, and also just grateful that you guys were following along for the journey. So stay tuned to see what's next for me. I'm not sure what it is. I'm so sore right now. I'm just waddling everywhere I go. But yeah, we are just getting some coffee and breakfast, and then we're headed off to the airport to go home.